All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shine. Let's get into this video.
And how in the hell did you try to take this Bible and use it for everybody? You stupid as hell. You dumb as hell. This Bible is what's going to condemn you. Because this is the book of the Israelites. You should have destroyed this book, you dumb so-called white people. Instead of going around and trying to use the Bible is the book that's going to destroy your world. Because the Bible is the book of the Israelites.
Exactly. Because we know that salvation is only for Israel. Now let's read Amos chapter 5 verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? For the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Hurt. Because the heathen, especially Esau, they think it's going to be like some Left Behind film, and Esau thinks he's not going to get judged. But according to Obadiah, Esau is going to get judged, and he's going to be made of stubble, and he's going to go into slavery. Right? Now let's get this out. Salvation for Israel. Right? It says, Isaiah chapter 45 verse 17, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Right? And notice how this doesn't talk about the heathen. This doesn't talk about Elam. Or Moab or Esau or Ham, right? It says salvation is for the Israelites, right? Let's get this out too. It says, ye worship ye know not what. We know what we worship, for our salvation is of the Jews, right? Let's get that on the NLT version, because I think I might like that a little more. Alright, let's try it now. You Samaritans know very little about the one you worship, while we Jews know all about him, for salvation comes through the Jews. Right. So we know that salvation, we know that the law was given to the Israelites. The law wasn't given to any other nation. Yahweh Shai died for Israel. Right. And so when it comes to, us telling the destruction of America, about Babal, and saying that America is Babylon the Great, it may sound like bad news, and it is. It's bad news to America, it's bad news to Esau, and it's bad news to the heathen. But to the Israelites, Lord willing, we are of the elect. That's great news to us. This is news that makes us happy, and honestly, it's a great thing in the back of your mind when you realize America is about to be destroyed and Yahweh Shai is coming back soon. It says, 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 18. And the king of Israel said unto Jehoshaphat, did I not tell thee that he would prophesy no good concerning me, but evil? Yeah, right. Because, let's get the next scripture. And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left, right? So you know that we know that, a lot of times we're called doomsday prophets because we prophesy no good concerning Esau, no good concerning the world, but we prophesy really evil unto Esau. But it's not that it's evil, it's that we were prophesying judgment, right? Judgment is coming to you, Esau, Edom, and to your inhabitants, right? So all you Edomites, you're trying to save the so-called Edomite race, or you're trying to repopulate, it doesn't matter. Because whatever children you're having, Esau, you're just having them for the sword. You're just having them for slavery. You're just giving us more slaves. So thank you, Esau. Right? And then we're going to do to your children what you did to our children, right, during our captivity, right? So let's get the scripture over here. It says, 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 9, for Esau is the underworld, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? Because we know that Esau, he's had a little bit of time to rule, right? But we know that his age is in the end of right now in this period, right? Esau's not going to rule past this point. There's not going to be another empire. There's not going to be a American revived empire, all right? Because we have a Rome revived empire, and that's America, right? But it's not going to be a point where if America goes down, then there's going to be a new America resurrected with Esau ruling again. No, this is it for you, Esau. All right. This time, Yahweh Shai is going to finish you off for good, Esau. All right. And then what's going to end up happening is, of course, you're going to have Jacob's trouble, and then Jake, the Israelites, the black Hispanics and Native Americans, the real Hebrews, are going to rule with Yahweh Shai, right, for 1,000 years and forever and ever. So get ready, Esau. You're getting ready to go into captivity, right? And let me end off right here. Imagine a vain thing. Or let me get this out. It's fine. Psalm chapter 2 verse 1 says, why did the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Right. The kings of the earth set themselves together and rulers take counsel against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in heaven shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision, right? Because Esau has this new world order, right? He's getting ready to, eliminate Jake, right? But Yahweh laughs at the plans of Esau. And right now Esau is in derision because this new world order for him isn't going soft. It's not going his way how it used to go, years before. So I hope this lesson was edifying. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.